Good morning and welcome on the front of the proud 5610, which is straight back from Antarctica. I have the great pleasure to be with the whole team of this wonderful expedition, and we'll start with you, Manon, by asking you a simple question. How does it feel to be there in the SIMA show in front of your tractor?
I must say the conditions in which we are here now at the SIMA are quite the opposite of what we had on Antarctica. So we're right now experiencing, I think, plus 30 degrees, and Antarctica was more minus 30. Yes, okay. Yes. But it has been amazing, I must say, to meet people from Kazakhstan and Japan and Canada and Australia, from all over, and of course a lot of French people, asking questions and saying that they've seen and heard about the expedition on their national TV and newspapers.
So a lot of people were interested about this whole expedition during the SIMA.
Yeah, and so there was a lot of people who heard it on the national news, but also people like Massey Ferguson dealers from all over, and they pushed to the story and they said, we got the story live in our television as well, and everybody taking a lot of pride in this whole expedition. It's so nice.
Okay, and how you three, what was your feeling when you get back to your home, your own home, back home? What was your feelings? Nicolas, for example.
It was so great because all my team, service team at Beauvais was coming at the airport at Charles de Gaulle for my welcome home with my girlfriend. So after we have ate together, and I have speak a lot about this expedition. I have explained everything about this for our service team during the day. And after I come back home to see my family and everybody.
Okay, nice. And what the life, your whole lives, has been like since this wonderful expedition? What was going after that? What is the next steps after the expedition?
Your next step.
My next step? Yeah. Oh, well, I think first, and I think I speak for all of us, after the expedition, because we pushed it for rolling the clock, I think we were all very tired, and I'm slowly landing. I kept running, and stayed very hungry for over a month, like because in the cold you need to eat lots of food, but when you come back home you're still very hungry. And I started working immediately because once upon a time I wanted to create a beautiful story, and now that the story has had this super ending, I want to make a movie and write a children's book. So I've started doing that.
So that's the next page of the wonderful book that you've already started to create, in fact, with this story.
Yeah.
And Simon, let's talk a bit about you, because you're responsible of all the multimedia contents for this expedition. And how long does it take to render all of those photos and videos after the expedition?
Well, after coming back, we had Christmas to contend with first, which was a great family affair. But getting back into work, it took me almost a month to process the images, filing footage. So everything is logged, catalogued, and now everything is there waiting for future media.
Very nice. And Nicolas, how does your team from engineering was, I would say that, concerned by this expedition in the preparation and after at your return?
They work a lot on the project to prepare a tractor with me, to be sure that we can do that without problem. When I was come back, they have sent me some email to have with some question about how this working, and everything was okay. We have made a meeting to explain everything, to show some picture for all the engineering team. They was very happy to see that everything was perfect. So
we have to note that this tractor hasn't received a lot of modifications. The motor comes from a factory fitted 5610, so that's quite an impressive, I would say that, experience for this tractor that can be used for everyday farmers, in fact. Yes. What do you think about that? How was the tractor?
Sorry, what I like very much, because it's like a normal tractor, but when we came back with the tractor to Beauvais last week, and we had everybody in the factory, and this is 1,000 people manufacturing the tractor, and they all came outside and we took a photo together, and I looked at all the faces and I saw that everybody was smiling and they all took so much pride in, we are making this tractor, and it's a good tractor. So, yeah.
Everybody in Beauvais was very proud and was following this expedition every day at the factory and in the work offices.
Yeah, and I heard that some people didn't sleep on the day that we were supposed to arrive at the South Pole, and
Yes.
will they make it?
You've made it. You did it. And in fact, no, you're back. And are you pleased with the book which is produced, the photo book which was produced at your arrival, for your arrival in Beauvais? Are you pleased with it?
Yeah, I think Simon also put in work to selecting photos for that book. I am amazed by the book because it was put together in a short time, but it has these, it's so much, I think it's beautiful, and it has so much attention to details. Yeah, it's a beautiful souvenir to the expedition.
Yes, part of the time taken for processing was to get the book ready for SIMA. You know, it was a big thing, and to try and get the book out there so the rest of the world can actually see them.
There as well, mission accomplished.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, to conclude, I will tell to everybody which is in the SIMA, to every people which are visiting the Massey Ferguson Center, that you, Manon, Simon and Nicolas are perfectly free to answer to every question and then be there with pleasure to welcome you on the Massey Ferguson stand there on the cool zone for the SIMA 2015. I think that's the case for you as well.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Thank you.